I'm at 110 East Plain Street in Bethel, Ohio, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a building here. This is a little strip mall, two-store building here with the Domino's and a smoke shop. The Domino's is on the right-hand side if you're facing the building, and this clean out is right at the center rear center of that of the Domino's, right kind of on the shared wall in between the two stores. And we're going to see where it takes us. It looks like it's going to force us to go towards the smoke shop or towards the left if you're facing the building, because it does have a sweep in it. Well, I will go back and see if we can look for another access point. I know that there is a bathroom in the back right corner of the building, and so we're probably 30 feet from that. So I'm try to find a way to access that original or that first 30 feet of line. But from here we're going to go downstream, and what we're looking for is any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that's maybe of concern to the buyer. It looks like there's a line in the smoke shop that actually comes out the side wall and comes around to the front, but we'll deal with that when we get over there. Just went out and made a left like we were turning towards the front of the building. So far this looks like all PVC, which is great. I'm not sure how long ago this was built. But so far everything is looking really good. There's also a clean out, so here's something coming in from the left. There's also a clean out in front of the building that if needed I can access if I run out here. I need to also here at 44 feet there's a connection to the right, kind of see what is tying in there from the other unit or the other store. This is that clean out there because I've already removed the cap, and that's from me kind of popping it loose. So there's a little bit of stuff that fell off the cap, but we know we just exited. And so from here, 60 feet is about where that clean out is, so should be able to use that as a reference if I can't get all the way out to the main. And we're dropping into from 4-inch PVC, this is dropping into a 6-inch clay line. Clay would be a lot older. They've used this stuff for about 100 years. I'm not sure if there was something standing here before this building that maybe they just reused the same tap. Or actually in the 80s, there's actually quite a few of this where they would use PVC on the inside of the building and then use clay on the exterior, which seems like a weird combo. But okay, here's another tap in from above at 91 feet. We'll take a look at that also, see if that may be an external or outside clean out. The way this turned, I believe this goes out to the side street and ties into the main, so we probably will have a long way to go, but I do only have about 150 feet on here, so we'll go from there. If nothing else, we'll have an extra 60 if I go from that outside clean out. Okay, and then now we are dropping into what looks like ABS, like PVC. Basically, it's a plastic. Looks like that may have been a repair or a tap, not a tap, excuse me, a clean out, and that would be at 132 feet. So that would be good if I, on the way back, depending on how much further I can make it, I will check that at about 132 feet and see if we have a clean out there. I'm actually going to stop here and pause the video and get a locate. Everything up to this point looks beautiful. I haven't seen any issues at all, so I'm going to pause the video for a second and we're going to locate exactly where this is. So we're probably about 80 feet away from the main. The line goes out the front of the building where the external clean out is, or outside clean out, in front of the smoke shop. It goes out and then turns right, or if you're facing the building, it turns left and goes down that driveway behind 100 East Plain Street, and the connection back here at about 132, somewhere around there. This is a tie-in. What it looks like is this is the tie-in from the from 100 East Plain Street. I'm going to try to take a look at it because we're still 80 feet from the main. So based off the placement, there's a clean out on the back side of 100 East Plain, so this would be a shared line. I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to pull back, and then I will pause the video. We'll make a move over to that spot, and we'll go in from that clean out and we'll verify that this is the same line, and then I'll go ahead and inspect the rest of it, even though it is a shared line, and so it will be shared responsibility for repair. We just want to verify that, and we'll go ahead and inspect the remainder of the line. But this section looked great. I didn't see any issues at all. And so as we pull back, we'll also be looking for connection here. Not really sure what's coming into that spot, but it's an old clay and it's out in the covered driveway. There may be an old clean out that's been covered. And then as we get back closer to the PVC, around that clean out, there's a line that comes out high on the left side of the smoke shop, and it's got a pedestal bathroom, like the bathroom's up off the ground. So there's probably a connection near that outside clean out for where that would come in, based off of the pipe material and the placement. Probably added that bathroom at a later date. And it may actually come into that clean out. I'm not sure how deep it is, but there is no access into that line. They put it above ground, but for some reason did not put a clean out in. And so we are restricted by access as far as, getting a good look at it, but as far as the interior, but so far This is probably it right here, maybe. I don't know. This would have to be inside, so we'll take a look. Yeah, I don't think that would be it. It looked like they ran it outside to keep it away from any of those other, to make it, you know, make it easy instead of trying to dig up underneath the floor to put a bathroom in. They just ran it through the wall and then dug up outside. It's a lot easier digging. A shorter route too, I'm sure. Okay, we are all the way back and outside the clean out. So from this point all the way out to that 135 foot mark, the line looked beautiful. Didn't see anything, nothing to even note. Everything looked great. Both the PVC and all the clay looked about as good as it could look. So again, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to move the equipment to the other clean out and verify that it is a shared line, and we'll try to inspect that remaining well, it's 80 feet from where I was, plus the clean out. It's probably going to be 90 to 100 feet of pipe that we'll be inspecting from there, and then hopefully that'll get us all the way out to the main. So I'm going to pause the video and make a move. Okay, so we're at, we've moved over in front of, or I should say behind, 100 East Plain. And there is a, like I mentioned, there's a clean out back here. So, we're going to try to verify that this does come into a shared line. It could be separate. We're not really sure at this point. We know that there is something coming in from the top of the line out there, and based off the placement, it seemed logical that this comes out and drops into it. So, this is doing all kinds of weird, funky turns here. Alright, based off of the pipe material, I'm expecting, it looks like this is the same pipe material where that T was. And it looks like there it is right there. So, we got about another 80 feet past this point, but I'm going to pause the video real quick and get a verification locate to make sure that I'm basically in the same, that I'm right on top of my other locate.